there, guys. What you guys doing? That's right, I'm here. I know it's not my regular day. I know I said I'd only post on Wednesdays, but however, I actually just woke up and was looking at some news from yesterday, and I happened to catch the report about the school shooting out in Marysville in Washington, which is just below Seattle. Um, and I'm floored. Already there's spectacle going around about what caused it, and of course the people out there calling for better gun control and stuff like that. And it's incidents like this that just, I don't know. I'm not even sure what to say on it, but I felt like I really needed to talk about this. So here I am, and I'm going to be straight up and I'm going to be real, because this is straight up real talk. And I'm your host. See, I told you, I always have this energy about me. But anyways, so yeah, I mean, apparently this happened during lunchtime, and the guy walked up to a specific table and just started shooting right in the middle of the cafeteria. Now, since there's only two people that died, the shooter himself and a teenage girl, everyone is speculating that it was some kind of revenge to a bad teenage relationship ending. Of course, that hasn't been released, and of course that doesn't take into account the other people that were wounded, and a couple of them are actually in critical condition. Now, I don't want to make any speculations on it, because I want to see more about what happens and the development of it and all that stuff. But I just wanted to speak on this before it became a big deal. Well, I mean, it's already a big deal. I mean, it became a big deal the second a gunman entered a school filled with kids with the intent of killing, even if that gunman was a kid himself. Alright, so here's my thing. They're saying they don't know if it was linked to bullying or not, because a couple weeks ago the shooter had gotten in trouble with a teacher for fighting because a kid was making racist remarks to him, and they haven't released whether or not that kid was one of the kids injured, or if that kid happened to be the girl that he shot, you know. But they're probably looking into that stuff. Anyways, this is what bullying does. This right here, I don't care what they say. I don't care if they say there's no link to it or not. The guy was called a racist name. A couple weeks later, he walks in with his dad's weapon and shoots up a table. And it was a rather specific table. He walked right up to that table, and some of the people sitting there were his friends. So something went down, and he took revenge. And a lot of people aren't going to understand this. They're not going to understand why bullying leads to this kind of stuff. They're going to be like, oh, well, kids need to grow a thicker skin. No, that's not the case. Granted, I don't think we should cater to every kid's whim, and, oh, he called me a bad name, and all this other stuff. But the racist comments, the bullying, the pushing people into lockers. Let's go back into the 90s where Columbine happened. And, you know, one of the most famous school shootings there is. It's probably one of the first ones. I can't remember exactly because, let's face it, that was years ago. I mean, I was either in middle school or high school. I can't remember. Oh my god, I just gave away my age. But anyways, so you know, and the kid that did that shooting was a loner kid that was emo, and not to put any labels on anyone, but he was a loner kid that was judged as emo. There we go. And look what he did. He was bullied. He was bullied into that. And the people that don't understand it have never been bullied in their life. Or at least not to the extent that these kids have been. My thing is you know what? You want the school shootings to stop? Stop worrying about better gun laws. The gun laws, they may or may not need to be fixed, but that's secondary. That is secondary. The first thing that we need to fix is this bullying and harassment bullshit. We need to start coming down on people that are being like this, whether they are kids or not. It doesn't excuse the behavior. It really doesn't. If a kid walks into a school and he's bullying someone, he gets a slap on the wrist, maybe a suspension. And then he's back in there to do it all over again. Why? Why are kids allowed to harass other kids, but adults are not? This got to stop. I really have nothing else to say about it. I will say that I'm disgusted that this even happened. It wasn't needed. No one needs anything of this. In the meantime, put down in the comment section what you guys feel probably caused this. Do you think it was bullying? Do you think it was bad gun laws? Or, you know, what's your opinion? Tell me, I'm interested. Let's go ahead and have a little bit of a debate here. But let's remember to keep it friendly, okay? In the meantime, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. Because, hey, I have straight up real talk to you every Wednesday. And then when I have stuff like this, there's bonus episodes. So if you want to see the bonus episodes and you want to know that they're out, you need to subscribe. So without further ado, let me salute you guys. And let me sign off by saying my prayers go out to those in Marysville, especially those involved in the shooting, and the families that lost someone today or has kids in critical condition. And yes, I do include the shooter because whether or not he was a shooter, he was still a kid, and no parent deserves to bury their child. Until next time, keep it real.